Welcome to One Man's Tracks, the second-hand CD channel. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, I guess, for now, and I'd like to talk to you about music again. And I'm sorry I haven't been available to talk about all the cool stuff I've been finding, so I figured I'll just throw it all into one video. Everything I found this year, all the cool CDs I picked up, whether I know what it is or whether I don't, here they all are. Let's get right into it, and I'll just kind of podcast style chat with you and fill you in on what I've been up to this year and hopefully the plans for this channel's future. So stick around, put me on in the background, fall asleep, whatever you need, or tell me any of the cool stuff I found that really sparks your interest that you want me to talk about, or something that I'm not sure about that I really need a push to dive deeper into. So if you see anything in this giant pile of CDs that is like, damn, that's one of my favorite albums, please get into that. Please make a little review about it, or at least talk to me and let's have a discussion. That's what this is all about. So, without further ado, let's just get into this behemoth of a video, a giant stack of CDs, this entire year of collection. Thanks for coming back, and I'm happy to see you all there. So, let's just go. See what I got, because I went nuts. I go nuts every year. I can't help myself. I go to thrift shops, I go to record stores, I go through the used piles, and I just grab all the cheap, cool stuff I can't help but want to have my hands on. So here's just more of my collection. Collection update 2024. Here we go. Starting off. Oh, there we go. Miles Davis. The piles go forever. I haven't gotten into Miles enough. Needed to get some. Found this album for $2, $3, $4, $5. I'm gonna try it out. Ah, Ultravox. We're just gonna slam through these because this is gonna take forever. Ah, one of the worst album covers I've ever seen. But I wanted to get more into spiritualized. Saw this, picked it up. That's how it goes. Very stoked to find Jack White. I thought this was a more recent album. Looked, it's 2012. Man, time flies. We got something I'm not totally sure about. Let me know if you know about Filter. Title of the record. I'm curious. It grabbed my eye. Another one I don't know about. We're getting into Dead Eye Dick because it has a fun name, has a couple song titles that I'm curious about. Just like I said, let me know. Oh, sometimes I pick up an album just because they got the cool colored plastic. I don't know who the Cowboy Junkies are. I might not even like this, but I love this case. And so I'll spend $1 or $2 to maybe even just transfer something else I love into it. Oh, we gotta go, man. This is such a pile. I'm already feeling like I haven't gotten through enough, and I literally just started. Treyu, I don't know. It's probably not up my alley, but I couldn't help it. It's interesting. It was cheap. Just going for it. There's no way I'm gonna get organized if I keep piling them on top of myself here. So, new strategy. Okay. Oh, is this a Crystal Castles? This is self-titled. Just picked this up recently. Excited about that. Francis the Mute. I've actually got a couple of copies of this year because I was missing it in my Mars Volta collection and needed it, and then I found a super cheap version more recently, so I picked up a second. Love this album. Absolutely tremendous. Check out the Mars Volta Best to Worst. Get into that. It is just a phenomenal group of musicians that are just giving her progressive, hardcore, psychedelic, uh, like Spanish. I don't know. It's all over the place, and I love it. Waves and waves. Two Door Cinema Club. Been a bit of a fan since I was younger, so figured I'd dive a little deeper. It's kind of the era I stopped listening to them, so Two Door Cinema Club. Stereophonics. Live from Dakota. Don't know much about these guys. Try them out with a little live performance. Love it when a band can bring it in the studio as well as on the stage. Like, it's really what you want, is to go to a concert and really connect with them. So, when they can bring it like that, I'm interested. Yeah, more spiritualized. Found another one more recently. Just getting in deeper to them. That stuff. Joe Seeley. Freakville Suite. Just, I don't know, pleasant art style. I'm just curious. I was interested. I'll try it out. I think it's Canadian, so keeping it keeping it local. Ooh, this was just super cool looking. Couldn't help myself. Never listened to it, but am excited to try it out. Let me know if you know anything about Little Feat. Another curiosity, white denim. I just liked the way it looked. The aesthetic grabbed my attention. I was willing to cough up $4 or $5 for it or something. Let's tell me. Or don't tell me, because I'll try it eventually and I'll know myself. But if you tell me, I'll get into it sooner. Yes, Nice. I think it's another Canadian band. No idea what it's about. I was picking up some albums, found some Yes albums, and saw Yes, Nice. I said, let's keep going with the Yes train. Typhoon White Lighter. Yeah, just curiosities. The aesthetic grabs me. A couple of the names just catch my attention. Dreams of cannibalism. What could it be? I'm going to find out as soon as I get a little more established and comfortable and get my CDs spinning more frequently. Yonsei, guy from Sigur Rós, main singer. Excited. Love his style. Don't know if I've tried that one out yet, but just kind of sometimes ends up blending together a bit in the background. No offense, it is insanely pleasant. I just have a hard time distinguishing between specific things. There's some Yes right there, like I was talking about. Union. Just a big fan of this old progressive rock stuff and want to get into more of it, so picked up a couple more of Yes's albums to see where I rank them. Maybe I'll get enough and I'll do a whole worst to best of those. This is when I fell off of my Chili Peppers. This is the tour I saw them on last. I'm With You. I think a lot of these songs are really great, but maybe that's because I spend a lot more time with them than I did with any of the more recent stuff. But not crazy as the Chili Peppers, but I can't help but keep coming back to them once in a while. Yeah, more Volta. I already have it, but I saw a nice, clean, pretty unscathed copy, and it was $2. Have to get Ambutexture for that price. Robin debut, you know what it is. Already talked about Robin. Tom Morello and Boots Riley. I'm a big Tom Morello guy. I try his stuff when I see it, so curiosity that I didn't know he did, and I'm excited for. A band I've been looking to get into, but haven't had the push yet. Kasabian? Maybe I pronounced it wrong. I don't know. I'm getting into it, though. I'm excited to try this. Jane's Addiction. Another classic 90s group that kind of slipped through the cracks because their CDs are a little harder to find than some of the other like kind of grungy or alt rock groups of that time. So don't even know what year this one's from. It looks more recent. Yeah, 2011. So I know there's a lot of drama, controversy. Their comeback tour sort of hit the brakes pretty fast, but still curious about what all the fuss is about. And Grizzly Bear. I've found one of his albums way back, and I've seen this on the internet. I've seen people raving about it, so I was excited to finally stumble upon it. Looking forward to getting into that too. It's gonna be endless. Melissa Out There Ma. Just band members from bands I've already talked about. I'm gonna try their solo stuff, so there it is. Melissa has been on the list, just been keeping my eyes out. Oh, another cool CD. Purple, man. Under the Blacklight. I don't know what this is about, but Purple. Love it. Hot Hot Heat. Talked about him. See a cheap CD. I'm going to fill in that collection. I think they only put out 5 albums, so maybe I'll manage to fill out that discography as well. Haim. It always feels like this stuff is newer than it is because I talk about 90s stuff, but 2012 was a while ago, and a lot of those albums are starting to really trickle into these, at least the record stores and some of the used shops, so keep your eyes open. You can find some fairly new. I mean, 12, 13, 11 years is still a while ago, but in my my musical landscape, this is pretty new stuff, and I'm excited. So, always stoked to get some cheap new CDs. They're all new to me. Global Underground, just some fun electronic stuff I've always kind of wanted to dabble more into and just find bits and pieces here and there. Oop. There we go. Finally found a Common album. Been looking for it. Been excited to dive deeper and like I've he's got such a I don't know. He's got connections. He's well connected, and so I'm curious to what really made all those connections come together. Common, excited for a cheap Common introduction. Here's one. I have no idea what it's about, but I think it's absolutely hilarious looking. King Missile, Happy Hour. How could I resist? They have a song called Detachable Penis. Classic. It goes without saying. But it's Pink Floyd, Adam Hart Mother. Nick Cave and the Badsies, finally. Been looking for these CDs since I really started this channel and understood that this guy is one of those guys that you just kind of gotta take your time and do him every once in a while, you know? He's gonna be like on that Elliott Smith level of just, you should probably introduce yourself and get acquainted at some point. Just try it out. So excited about that Nick Cave album. Almost missed it. And I know, Silverchair fans, I've been looking for this for a long time. I have a lot of requests to actually do this one. I've had a request to do pretty much every Silverchair album, so it's pretty much due that I have to go through and do a little worst to best. I think it's only 5 albums anyways, so look forward to that in not the near future because I got some more important stuff that I got to get to before it, but filling in that collection, I'm almost got all 5, so that'll be coming up. Keep your eyes peeled. Silverchair fans. Some more Miles Davis. Worth cool. Super cheap. So fun. Excited about that. Prince, or the artist formerly known as. You gotta get it. When you see it and you don't have it, you gotta get it. No idea what DJ Clue is, but I think I spent $1 to find out. Let me know if he's worth jumping in fast. Found an Apocalyptica album. What year did this one come out? 2010, so newer than what I've been listening to. Love that cello metal. It's cool. Found Nobody's Daughter. I think that might be the last one I was missing in my whole collection. The last hole in my whole collection. Jurassic 5. Another hip-hop group that I've been wanting to dive into, wanted an album from, finally picked one up. Excited. Looking forward to that. But, like, why would I not look forward to the stuff I bought? If I buy it, I'm looking forward to it. Some Surge Tankian, just a single, but like it's so cheap, I just try it. Try it. Oh, got through one bag. Only took like, I don't know, 12, 10, 15 minutes. Either way, I'm cooking a little faster than I thought I was going to be. I'm happy to say. I'm going to keep going because I need to talk to you guys about a local artist who is just the sweetest dude. And we went to a music festival this summer, me and my partner and my buddy who we also live on music festival grounds, and this guy's performed there, Richard Garvey. He saw us enjoying his music. We chatted with him over the weekend, and he just said, "Here, take some CDs. You like CDs?" And I said, "Do I like CDs? I'm the CD guy." You can't just assume everyone wants to have sex with you. High hopes, as well as the latest in the arms of lovers and friends. Please try out Richard Garvey. I'll link. He'll be one of the only things linked down in the description. What a sweet guy. Check him out, especially if you're a BC person, because he'll be touring around. He's coastal. He gets around. So check out Richard Garvey. This is a fish with legs. I had to figure out what it is. Oh no, I know what it is. It's Great Big Sea. It's just so fantastic and fun. Like, we're just gonna not regret picking that up, I don't think. Even if I just put it on display, it's great art. But Great Big Sea can be a good time if the mood is right. Cadillac Records, just motion picture soundtrack and stuff that had a few artists, and I was like, "Ooh, let's get into it." Kebmo, guy I keep seeing at thrift shops. I figured let's pick up a couple of his records and see what it's all about. So, if you're a Kebmo fan, tell me which album of mine, of his, that I got that might be the best one to start with. I typically go chronologically, so That's my... There's a Latin word for it. Modus operandi. That's how I roll. Another motion picture soundtrack, $1 Million Hotel. Air Supply, band I've just dabbled with here and there and have enjoyed quite a bit. So I've grabbed a few of their albums here. Maybe just the one in this pocket. Morrison Hotel, The Doors. You know, it's The Doors. Joni Mitchell, Turbulent, Indigo. Love Joni. Need more in my collection always, so it's a no-brainer. Morrissey, Kill Uncle. The guy is controversial, like I said in previous video, but I like his music. He's a fantastic songwriter. Matthew Good. I picked up like a B-sides compilation. Was like, oh, that's actually pretty good. I should pick up a real album if I ever see it. So there you go. Matt Good. More yes. Yes. I don't think I'm actually gonna like this, but I was hurting one weekend and figured that kind of looks different, so I tried it. But I think I heard some of this already. I wasn't gonna go crazy. Hey, there's a Buju Banton. This is a Rude Boys in a Ghetto. Has I think a bunch of just old stuff, like a '99 compilation of Buju. So haven't listened to it yet, but a big fan of that early stuff, as well as when he transitioned into obviously Till Shiloh. That blows me out of the water every time. I almost freaking cry every time I listen to that stuff. So a little early Buju. Yeah, I think this is back when I was down in the States. I went to a freaking Soul Coughing concert, if you can believe it. They're back, baby. Woo! So much fun, so incredible. So I had to pop by a record store with a buddy and just pick up some stuff. This is Alpha Blondie, recommended by a friend. So we're going. Sex Maggots. I've been looking for this. I referenced it at least once or twice in previous videos as like an influence for something, and so have to get the Humpty Dance, have to get Sex Packets, Digital Underground. It's a cool classic. There's that other Francis the Mute. Couldn't help myself. DJ Shadow, love it. And look at me, Yonsei Twice. I thought it looked familiar, but I guess I just slipped through, so I doubled down. That's my bad. Intentional double down with the Mars Volta, unintentional double down with the Yonsei. I guess I'll figure out which one skips more and give that one away. The Fiery Furnaces EP. Sold enough times that I kept seeing it. I figured I'll try it. Captain Beefheart and his Magic Band. Need some Beefheart in my life, so it's in the collection now finally. Desperate for more of that. As well as King Crimson. Need some King Crimson. Please, CD God, send me some Crimson. And Ben Queller. We got Sha Sha. I think it's his debut. And I really enjoyed it when I was getting into Radish. So, it's coming out of that early, teen angsty period. He made a singer-songwriter record that I think is quite good, and I'm pretty sure he's got a record coming out either end of this year or next year. So Ben Queller, keep it up. Cool guy. Oh, first pile down. Oh, I don't see. The second one does have some I've already talked about in it. Oh, sorry, Pep. But for the most part, it's all brand new. There's a fly in there. Just gotta keep rolling with it. That's just how it is. I don't know if I've showed you Outliers. It's just a book on CD by Malcolm Gladwell. I'm not sure about the guy yet, but sometimes he says stuff and I really connect with it, and sometimes I don't know. But this is a well-regarded book, and I'm excited to listen to it. Speaking of books, we got Roald Dahl's The Twits. I thought that was too fun to pass up. Some more Miles Davis. What else we got in here? Yeah, some more classics. Prodigy, Fat of the Land. It's got the crab on it. You've seen this. You've seen it. There we go, Canadian. We're going some 89 Rush. I think 89? Yeah, late 80s. Rush. Trying it out. A show of hands. I love Rush, but I didn't go much deeper than their classics, so haven't heard that. I think someone gifted me Santana. I've definitely got that album somewhere. Hey, there we go. Talking of new Jack White albums. There's actual new Jack White albums. Boarding House Reach. Fucking phenomenal record. Really fun stuff. His new one's good too. I'll talk about new music in the next video, so look forward to that. It's the Bends. You know it's the Bends. Radiohead. Seen it a million times. Cocteau Twins. Heaven or Las Vegas. Absolute classic. If you don't know, you should know. Cocteau Twins. So good. Screaming Trees. Love him. Lanigan. Oh, I'm making a mess. What do we do about it? Tegan and Sarah. Talked about that one already. If you want to see me talk about the CDs I bought in Europe, there's a video. Go check it out. More just me walking through the woods talking about CDs. Modest Mouse. Love that early stuff. Long Drive for someone who... It's a long drive with someone with nothing to think about. He's got long drive albums. Lenny Bruce comedy album. Try it out. Lenny Bruce. This just looked so cool. Do you know anything about Living Things Ahead of the Lions? Because what a cool cover, and I'm looking forward to trying it. Always looking forward. Man, that's what it's all about, right? You gotta just have something to look forward to. Otherwise, you're just spinning around. Danko Jones. His name is Danko. I'll try a guy named Danko. You know it. LL Cool J came out with an album this year, if you can believe it. One of his best in a long time, man. The Force. Good time. Check it out. Leonard Cohen's not posthumous, but final album. You Want It Darker. Maybe it came out after he died or right before he died. Something like that. Either way. Pretty special stuff. Leonard Cohen. Reflection. Like I'm talking. Always Need More Joni Mitchell. That goes in. Norah Jones. You'll see her on a lot of thrift shop shelves, but she's just got a phenomenal voice, and she sold a lot of CDs for a reason, so we're getting into more of that. Yeah, like I was saying, there's more Broken Bells there. And, oh, this is a cool band. Beirut. I've really heard a lot of cool things, and could not pass up that opportunity, so let me know your thoughts on these guys, because I'm curious and anticipating good stuff. Exhibit. Got a couple Exhibit albums. You know, I gotta get more acquainted with this stuff. Who gets the X? I think it's DMX gets the X, but Exhibit put his hat in the race, so we gotta see how he goes. When the Bonnets. Oh, just phenomenal. If you ever see Fiona Apple album and you don't have it, buy it. She doesn't miss. She's only got 4 or 5, maybe 6 albums. Goodness gracious. Worth it every time. Fiona Apple. Do not miss it. Ali Farka. Toure with Rai Coder. When there's a cool, I don't know, worldly sounding name like Ali Farka, and it makes it into a CD that's produced by, like, at least someone that I know, man, it warrants the effort of listening to it, because, man, the effort it would have taken to get into this point. Holy moly. So, there's going to be something there that I'm going to get something out of, no doubt in my mind. Rack on Tours is this? Yeah, it's Rack on Tours. We can't help. We can't stay away from Jack. Bowling for Soup. Been looking for these guys. I know there's probably maybe just that one hit, but regardless, I think it might be a fun time. And if I'm in the right attitude, if I'm in the right mindset, I think this might connect. Who knows? Speaking of, there's some more. Big Pig. Bonk. No idea what it is. Oh, how could I not get it? Look at that. So funny. Just, what a great name. Paul McCartney. If you don't know Paul McCartney, go listen to the Beatles, I guess. I don't know. He's got a big Pink on it. Portishead, another album, another artist that you have to know, but kind of more in that Cocteau Twins lane. Beth Gibbons put out an album this year. Pretty good stuff there as well. Third, great stuff. I think it's my second copy of Third because I think Portishead's great, and I don't know. I'm crazy. I'm crazy. I'm a lunatic. I just go crazy. More Exhibit. I don't know. Do I get his whole freaking discography? Got Nas, Nasty Nas. Pepper, it's okay. It's just the blow. It's snowing beautifully out there. Oh, Peppy, you want to go check it out? You want to go over for your ruckus? Okay, it's time for ruckus time. Bring the ruckus. It's okay, Pepper. Don't worry, babe. I lost my co-host. I can actually sit centered now for a bit. Hopefully I didn't totally blow that video out just because I was trying to accommodate my dog. We're still rolling, so I'm gonna keep rolling. I should have just adjusted the camera right away, but I love my dog. I just don't want to move. I want her to stick with me, and so I figured chill, and maybe she'll chill, but loud noises. More Jurassic 5. That's the classic power in numbers. Seen it so many times I need to get to it. Oh, this was back in high school. I was absolutely big fan of Jedi Mind Trick. I think this album is phenomenal. If you're into some more hardcore, I think early 2000s hip-hop, Jedi Mind Tricks, Legacy of Blood, this whole era just hits so hard. These guys could rap their freaking heads off. I love it. Cool 90s hairstyle, kind of in that aqua Barbie girl lane aesthetic, but also kind of Gwen Stefani like. I don't know. It was something I'd never seen before. Imani Coppola, tell me if this is a bad idea. Kraftwerk, Autobahn, Kraftwerk, big fan, classic German electronic music. If you want an education, these guys set a lot of tones and made a lot of waves back in the day. So Kraftwerk, always adding them. And then back to the 90s, we got Destiny's Child. The writing's on the wall. You gotta do throw a little respect to Destiny's Child, and maybe one of the most influential pop stars of the past 3 decades. So we'll give her flowers. We'll listen to an album or two for a couple of bucks here and there. It's worth it. You gotta understand what all the hype's about, and there's no way to do it unless you wrap your ears around it. Duran Duran, classic album, Rio. Check it out. This is probably not going to be a good album, but I couldn't help myself. I can't even read this. Is it Acadia? I don't know. Either way, it had like a cool little bear on the back, and they went for it, so I'm gonna go for it. Put it back all. Q-Tip. Hugely influential. Got a lot of connections. Always curious to see sort of the earlier stuff. So 1999. Let's see what Q-Tip has for me. Because I was just a very wee boy. Circle the Wagons. Forbidden to Eat Worms. Don't know what it is. Let me know. Looks a little rockier, a little rowdier. Another curiosity. I have heard of the band Orb, though. I just haven't really given them quite much of a chance, and this looks freaking badass and cool, and I am going to get into it undoubtedly. Dashboard Confessional. I don't know if I'm a fan. Cheap album. Wanted to find out, so that's how it goes sometimes. Not always looking forward to it, but I'm curious. Another. It just keeps going. Hurricane, Liquefy. Probably some 90s rock music that's a little bit rowdier, but not all that rowdy. Actually, looks like it's from Italy, so let's scratch that out the window. I don't know what it's going to be. Just judging by the font, it's probably a little rowdy. 2001? Hurricane, Liquefy. Love this mystery pile. I have to buy the album when the art looks like that. I love it. The cheats. It's just fucking cool looking. It's just cool. And then trying to be cool is this Born of Osiris. Clearly trying, and then sometimes that is kind of a tell to let you know that the album might not be the best, but sometimes they throw you for a loop. And so, what are you gonna do? You're gonna just let it walk away? You're gonna go put it on streaming or something? Nah, you're gonna put it on the CD, so you have to force yourself to listen to the whole dang thing. Pennywise. There we go. I know what Pennywise is. Incubus. I know what Incubus is. Ugh. And I definitely know what the Smiths are. Got the XX. Love their stuff. Love the XX. Some more Tegan and Sarah. Canadian stuff. Hey, one of my favorite Phoenix albums, if not my favorite Phoenix album, Listomania. Oh, I'm sorry. Wolfgang Amadeus Phoenix. Listomania is the big hit. It's a party. This is just a good album, front to back. Really fun time. Some more garbage. Beautiful garbage. Audio Adrenaline Worldwide, man. Gave me that Global Underground feeling, so we'll just go for it. It's probably some electronic music of some sorts. Fighting Jacks, The Dying Art of Life. Let me know, Fighting Jacks. Maybe not the best album art, but some days I'm just... A name is enough for me. And we'll go. And we'll see. Kind of a cool album art, and the top song is called Rats, so I find Motionless in White, Graveyard Shift, at least curious enough to pick up and I don't know, trickle through my crappy little filters. Probably the funniest album art. I might not even be able to show this. I think I'll get away with it. Tree People, Ridiculous. I think I got a couple of their albums because just wow, it's all it's more extreme than some Pussifer stuff, that's for sure. Just visually at least. Red Lorry, Yellow Lorry. Couldn't tell you what it is blasting off, but curiosity got the better of me and I picked it up, so that's where it is. A fun little Passion Pit album. Might even be an EP, but I like that era of Passion Pit. Yeah, speaking of, we've already got down to the albums I was talking about in that Plot My Europe CDs video, so check that out. Dog's Eye View. Not sure, but looks like some 90s alternative stuff, and I'm pretty much a fan, so I'll get something out of it. Odds, I've tried a few of their albums. Nothing's really connected with me, but I like a fish. I'll try it out. Similar with this. Got a couple of their records for cheap, and just went for it. Did I show you Morrissey already, Vauxhall and I? I feel like we're getting down to the end of the list here, because I think I've showed you these. Oh, it's fantastic. This Curiosity, again, maybe not the coolest album cover. This one outshines some of those other more metal, more hardcore looking ones, but finding them at thrift shops and secondhand is a challenge. So even if I'm not full on like looking forward to that, let's get into it, I'm gonna try it because I don't get the opportunities much, and I don't think I'll ever be confronted with this any other place. So we're gonna go try Osiris. We're gonna try Motionless in White. We're gonna try all these weird little bands like Fighting Jacks, or how about the Red Chord. Please, if you know anything about these guys, tell me and push me away or towards, or either way. Like, if you understand my taste from maybe just this video or any of the previous stuff, you might have a better idea if I like these than I do. I just like the pictures, and I'm a curious cat. Gloria Morti. So I just picked up a pile of what looked like heavier sounding stuff because I enjoy it as much as my ears get a little tired from getting smashed on the ground all the time. But Spineshank. You gotta try it. It's Spineshank. Sounds badass. Sounds cool. I'm gonna figure out if it's actually cool. Coma Toast. There's... Of course I buy Coma Toast. Don't even think about it. And then I go Death Cab because I don't know. I still like Death Cab too. I'm just like that kind of guy, you know. Death Cab, and very cool album art. So win-win. Inked in Blood doesn't look very cool, but I'm gonna try it. Same. Oh, actually, this kind of looks pretty cool. Becoming the Archetype. Da, 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 da. I bet this is not as cool as this, but looks cooler. That's just my random predictions. Got some cassettes at the top here if you care about that. Death Angel. Some Slayer, some Def Leppard, just some people, somebody recorded them. Flashdance. This is cool. Public Enemy cassette. Fear the Black Planet. Got Cypress Hill. Pretty badass. Classic thing at the Mix-a-Lot. This is cool. Sepultura. Sepultura. Fucking totally cool. Rammstein. Loudness. 69 Boys. Food for Woofers. Jay-Z. Volume 3. Robert Miles. Don't know him. Gave him a try even though he didn't give me a lot to go off of. Jamiroquai. I finally picked it up. I kept seeing it traveling without moving. It's everywhere. And it's good. So, you know, I'll add it. Don't know who Max Q is, but I was curious and I'm still curious. 1,000 Airplanes on the Roof. You ever heard of 1,000 Airplanes on the Roof? Well, now you have. Let me know, because I hadn't until then. Ooh, the. Growing more and more of a fan of the more I give it the time. Joy Division. Collector's Edition. It's cool, still. Classic. Absolute classic. Some more Joy Division, just to fill that in. Kanye. Kaiser Chiefs. Waltons. D'Angelo. Zevon. Warren Zevon. There we go. There's some more Matthew Good, that little guy. Got Joe Satriani. Always throwing back to him. What goes on in this pile? Already talked about a lot of this. Whoa, what is this? I don't know what this is. Let's find out together. What's ISIS? It's just a single. It's an ISIS single. Cool band. Bit derivative, but freaking cool. Wolfmother, a similar story. Maybe not quite as cool, but still a big fan. Some Black Keys action with some Dan Auerbach. Oh, I love this. Atmosphere, God Loves Ugly. Great record. And then we go back to the mysteries. Sylvie, an Electric Trance. And then more stuff we know. We got some Ozzy. We got some Megadeth. Billy Ocean. I'm all over the board here. I don't know Gene Loves Jezebel. Looks kind of familiar. I don't know. Sade. Or Sade. I call her Sade because that's what it says right there, but it's Sade. God, I really messed that up. Make fun of me on that crappy video I made about it. Ultra. Depeche Mode. Been growing on me. I really actually quite enjoy some of these Depeche Mode albums I've been getting into. Might do a video about them just because that's a good time. You know, what do you do? Quickly, I'm coming to check if this video's still filming. And then I'll finish this up. Oh yeah, I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. It's still going. Have I showed you I got RAM? I don't know if I think I told you I want to get into yellow as well. We got some Daisies of the Galaxies. Love Eels. Another artist who put out a good album this year. Eels. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I really made a mess in here. I got some Smiths. I got some Morrissey. Got a bunch of that stuff. Smiths. Morrissey. Smiths. Morrissey. Good songwriter, dude. What can I say? Stuff I already showed you from Europe. Silverchair, E. LL compilations. Got some Bright Eyes from that. Pulp. I don't think I've showed you this yet. The Stills, because I don't really know who the Stills are, but that grabbed my attention. Showed you that one. Inner Circle, Bad to the Bone. Looks like some reggae. Another hard to come by genre around these parts. So Joni Mitchell adding again a third, if not the fourth. Postal Service. I'm on the fence, but I've enjoyed some of the stuff. Picked up the single, was cheap, kind of unique art. We'll do it. We'll try it. We'll go. Gotta make a whole Puss for diatribe thingy crazy thing. I'm gonna go just in on it. Just you wait. It'll happen. Talked about that. More Morrissey. Already talked about Massive Attack. Danger Danger. Funky looking thing I don't know about. Kind of looks like hair metal thing. Oh, for more Tree people. Because that was something I couldn't resist. Ooh, I love this Propellerheads record. Classic. You know, it's Outcast. Chemical Brothers, Stoosh, Michel Dege. Got a sealed Foo Fighters record. Obviously, I haven't listened to that yet. More Pulp. I got an ICP album. Never found an ICP record, so it's there. More Smiths. Some Much Dance. Some Grammy noms. That's all we got. Holy moly. If you sat through that whole video, why? I'm just talking about CDs. You obviously are into it. That's really cool. I can't believe that there's anyone that would care about this, but I'm just a big fan of being able to share music, share my passion for music, get people excited, have a conversation about it. So I'm going to keep making videos. It's just a matter of getting a little more comfortable, getting a little more locked down, and not just being a floundery, floaty kind of dude who's just farming around and making trails. So I really do have some videos that are scripted and I have to film and I just am not comfortable, and I gotta work through my stuff and just situational things. So I do very much want to say thank you for anyone who's supported, still sticking around. I want to keep making videos for sure. I just can't promise a schedule. I have a video that I guarantee will come out next month because I'm saying it right now and I've been writing it and I've been working hard on making my top albums of 2024 because I took the time this year because I couldn't dive into all this CD stuff, couldn't be making all these videos, so I figured let's do that flip and see what all these kids are doing and all the new stuff that's coming out. And it's been a phenomenal year and I've had a really good time doing it. So look forward to that video. If you haven't gone into any music new stuff this year, that'll be a great way to introduce you to a ton of albums. I listened to way too much this year and I'm putting way too much pressure on myself ordering them. How do you compare like a hip hop album to an electronic album to a pop album to a singer-songwriter thing? I've struggled with it throughout the years. I made lists of the albums I preferred the most already these last few years, but that was just the stuff I found. This time it feels like I have to think about it more, but it's honestly just the way I feel. I just have to express that I enjoy this more than this. And why that is just internal, and I have to learn how to communicate that to you guys. And that's the whole process of this channel. So please look forward to that. If you don't see it posted next month, hound me for it, man. I will make it. I just need someone to be poking me, and I'll feel that pressure, and I'll get into it. So I love you lots. Check out that other CD video I got from Europe. My last review, I think, was Tripping Daisy. I'm embarrassed that I haven't been around. I'm stoked that I'm back. I hope that you all are just having a lovely holiday season, I guess is what we'll call it. And I wish you all the best. So take good care. I'll see you on the next one.